heard said about yourself?
I think body shaming is one.
Body shaming?
Yeah. A journalist openly wrote that this girl from mountains who has frizzy hair and a lizard-like body.
A journalist wrote that?
In a review of Gangster, it's like a body like a lizard or something. And I'm like, okay. And yeah, that was. Yeah,
and people made fun of your accent. They called you the Pahadi ladki. You taught yourself English. Why was that important to you?
It was important to me because I wanted to reach out to many people. I don't always see failure and criticism as something which is out to destroy me. Like, yeah, I definitely can't do anything about the lizard thing, but whatever, I think all the criticism that I get, I have a very objective point of view to that, and I've been always like that, and that really helped me and shaped my personality. I wanted to reach out to many people, especially in Mumbai, where not many people speak Hindi.
Yeah.
And
so, how did you teach yourself?
I have a tutor. Yeah. Who works on my accent and on my language when I get time. So the idea is to reach out to as many people I do, and we travel a lot, and sometimes I get to attend these very significant summits and all of that. So I want to reach out to many people.
How would you describe yourself? Because one of the things you said about yourself is, I'm not a Sati Savitri, I'm a badass. What is a badass?
Me. Well, it's very hard to describe yourself, but I think, like I said, it's just so inbuilt in a woman. Like growing up, anything that I demanded, I just felt that it stuck out like a sore thumb. Like my parents made me feel like all the time I was like, just quietly and do things like that. So I had to sort of, have this thing. Okay, fine, I must be a baddie, but I want this. I want to do this. So I'm very comfortable with being a baddie. Whereas I feel we need to let our girls feel, I guess, overtly ambitious. When people said, oh, you were so ambitious, and date shani kisi ko achhi nahi lagti. I remember someone telling me that. I was okay with that. I don't feel anything wrong in being date shani, if that's your definition of a smart woman. And I even don't mind calling myself a bitch, but I do have a different definition for that.
What's
bitch.
Yours?
Babe in total control of herself. So that's okay. People can call me names, but
this is a new trend. It's very interesting. That's what I write about in my book. That today, people, the urban feminist especially, is embracing. What a slut used to be a bad word. Now you have slut walks. There used to be shame around menstruation. Now you have people actually pinning sanitary pads on campuses. You're saying I'll embrace the word bitch. This is interesting, but we still can't seem to answer a very simple question: are you a feminist? Without women going into yes, no, maybe, if, but. So let me ask you, are you a feminist?
Oh, well, yes.
Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad that there is a simple answer to that question, and there is only one answer. As we close, you have been very blunt. You said, you've trashed awards, film awards. You've said it's a sham. You've said, I don't need to take selfies to be in the news. When you make these kind of remarks, do people in your industry just hate you? Do they still call you to their parties?
Well, there is a lot of prejudice around me, I'd say.
A lot of prejudice?
Yeah. And people just, the simpler you get, more complicated you seem, isn't it? I don't know why is that, but the way they approach me is like, they approach me like I'm a time bomb, which can explode anytime. So it's like, can we talk? I'm like, yes, we can. You don't have to, give that warning sort of walk. So I don't know why it's that, because in my understanding of me, I am what I say, and I've been the most, honest person about my past, about my present, and the person I am, and still I seem so threatening is beyond me. But again, that doesn't distort my understanding of myself.
You've never doubted yourself?
No, I'm not that dangerous. I could be a little dangerous,
But
but
you
not
know, you
that
come
dangerous.
here knowing nobody, you go without food, money, you sleep on the pavements. You've now told us you even experienced physical abuse when you fell into a trap. When you go through abuse changes you, right? And this is something I've spoken about. It changes all of us who've experienced it. How did that experience of physical abuse change you?
But when this man, who must be my father's age, he hit me so hard that my head was, I fell on my head on the floor. It started to bleed. And I must have been like 17 or something. And I picked up my sandal and I hit his head hard, and it started to bleed as well. But then obviously his physical strength took over mine, and I struggled so much that I couldn't believe that I had so much strength that either I die or I kill you. And then I went to cops and I lodged an FIR against this man. But that day I really saw myself as who I always thought I was, where I never really tested myself under such extreme situations. But then that sort of clarified my own understanding of myself, so I thought I'm actually a born fighter.
And was the man ever punished?
He wasn't punished. He was just given a warning that stop stalking this woman, and if we see you around, and he has a criminal record, so...
Was he a powerful person in the industry or not?
Well, for a struggler, I mean, who doesn't have a...
So he's a member of the industry?
Yes.
And how did that experience change you? As a woman, you recognized the fight in you, you recognized the spunk in you.
Yeah.
But did it change you? Did it make you someone who's got it? Let's have a big round of applause.
Thank you, Kangana. That was